You can't go far in Hanover County without running across monuments of one kind or another, and they're not just for Confederate soldiers. This monument behind me is a monument to the 36th Wisconsin Infantry, who fought here in 1864. They lost many men and many were captured. The monument was erected by one of their own number who came south after the Civil War to erect this memorial to his friends and fellow soldiers. In my last video, I told you we wouldn't be back in the fields anymore, that we'd be in the woods probably from now on because crop was going into the fields and I wouldn't be able to hunt there anymore. However, I got a phone call from a friend who said, hey, I've got a couple of more days before I'm gonna plant. If you wanna come back and hunt, you can. So as you can imagine, I jumped on that. Let's give it a shot. Let's go relic hunting with the battlefield walk. I don't know what I think about this signal. It's not great, but it sounds deep. A little nut, bolt, or big nail. I've told you before that the old relic hunters often say that you'll never clean a place out. There's always more that you didn't find. Here's a good example of that. Right here, I'm getting a really good signal. Not a signal that's easy to miss. Look how close it is to where I dug last time I was here. It's in here. That's probably it right there. Yeah, just a little bit of melted lead. This one is very different. It has some qualities of good signal, and it has some qualities of junk. Sounds like a bullet now. All right, we're not close to it yet. You see it? I know you see that white right there. Oh, that's a good find for the first find of the day. That's a 69 caliber mini ball. Look at that, I bet that's black powder. Civil War black powder still in there because this is a dropped bullet. Yeah, look how black that is. That's a cool find. I'll compare it to a 58 if I find one today. Uh-oh. There may be more in that hole. That's interesting. Uh-oh, I see iron. I see rust. Going pretty deep on this. Uh-oh, I think that's another bullet. Now, if that's another 69, that's going to be pretty cool because they're unusual bullets to find. Okay, so there is a 69 caliber round ball. It is not, look at that black. That thing's been sitting in its own black powder. Patina there, black corrosion there. That probably means there are bucks down there too. Oh, there's that iron. Yeah, there's that iron that I heard earlier. Looks like just a nail. When we started this hole, I said it didn't sound great, and that's why, because there was iron signals and there was lead signals. All right, I'm still getting signals in this hole. I see iron. I've got another signal in this other wall, but I'm not going to worry about that until I figure out what's on this side. Look at that. I see white. Do you see it? You see white? All right, what is that? Son of a gun. All right. That's 269. Look at that. Been laying in black powder. That corrosion, that black corrosion there tells me it's been laying in black powder. That's a big slug and a 69 caliber bullet. So we get 3 bullets out. Oh, look, I got more in there. Yeah, baby. Hey, this is turning into something. This is getting fun. And I almost didn't come today because I've only got a little bit of time. And it's already been worth my while. So there's one of the bucks that went with that 69 caliber round ball. All right, another nail. All right, I think I just hit it and it looks rusty. So there's more iron. Another nail. Let's see if we hear anything else. Yeah, I'm definitely hearing more. Maybe we're not done here. Oh, shoot. I think there's more nails in here, but I'm going to give it a try. Yeah. Definitely hit another piece of iron. Big old iron nail. These signals don't sound good, but because I've dug a couple of good targets out, I'm not ready to quit on this hole. All right, let's see what we can hear now, if anything. We're going to go in this side wall because it seems to me that I can hear something. Nope, more iron. Another big nail. All right, there's the hard pan underneath the plow line. You can probably see clay coming up. All right, we're going to have to go sideways. We are still working in the same hole, and I'm getting a signal in my discard pile. Uh-oh, what do we see? Look at that, look at that, another one. Check it out, folks. That's another 69 caliber mini ball. They are not that commonly found usually. That makes 3, man. Been a long time since I've found 3 69s in one day, and this is 3 69s in one hole. I've still got a signal right there. There's the second buck from that 69 caliber ball. Another one of those nails. Is that the last buck? Yes, sure is. How about that? We found all 3 bucks. Got another piece of iron of some description. Now I think we're finally out of decent targets in this hole. But boy, hadn't this one been worth it. You remember when we started this hole? I said, it sounds like good stuff mixed with bad stuff. This one is very different. It has some qualities of good signal, and it has some qualities of junk. And what was the outcome? 3 really good Civil War bullets, 69 caliber mini balls, 1 69 caliber round ball, 3 bucks that went with the ball, and then a bunch of nails. Man, this machine told me exactly what to expect. Good targets mixed in with bad targets. My hat is off to the dais, people. There's a buck. Just another nail. Yeah, I'm in some nails or something. This might be promising. A good solid bullet signal here.
Did you get a shot the other day?
Yes, sir.
Did you even see one? I hear you. Good luck today.
58 caliber 3-ringer with such a pretty patina on it. Now finally I've got something to compare those 69s to. So the lightest colored bullet is a 58 caliber. The other 3 are those 69s we found in one hole. The one at the bottom is a 58 caliber. The 2 others are 69 caliber. That thing is huge. They're just huge compared to the other one. Wow. Okay, here's another good sounding bullet signal for you dais users. It's reading 88 on my machine. We're probably not super close, but we're in the vicinity. This is going to surprise me. I think it's a shotgun shell. It sure looks like a shotgun shell to me. Wait a second. That is not a shotgun shell. That is a button, and it's a nice one. Oh my gosh, what is that? Man, I really called that wrong. I thought it was a bullet, and then I thought it was a shotgun shell, and that is most definitely fell apart. That's okay, I can fix it. Sometimes you can see better from the back than you can from the front. Oh, I know what that is. That's a Michigan, I think. A Michigan has an eagle at the top, a shield underneath, and 2 deer or elk or something standing up on their hind legs on either side. So that's a Michigan button that's fallen in 2. So we'll drop this in the protective case, and we'll glue that back together when I get home. It's probably going to turn out to be a halfway decent one. There's where I dug the Michigan button, and I got another signal here, and this sounds like a bullet to me. But boy, I was dead wrong on that last one. It's already out of the hole. I sure see green roundness. Look at that gold on the back. Wow. I think that's a flat button with a lot of gold gilt on it. That button dates to the 1830s probably. But there's no way to know whether that belonged to a farmer and it popped off his coat, or whether it belonged to a Civil War soldier. You know, this is the way it sometimes goes when you're relic hunting. You can walk and walk and walk and not get any good relics, and then you just hit a little spot that you thought you've hit well before, and all of a sudden you're getting relics. Right there, I dug the Michigan coat button. Right there, I dug that little gold back flat button, and right here, I'm getting a signal that's reading just like those buttons read. It's probably a bullet, but the point is, there, and now here. Let's see what this is. Right there. There it is. Pretty little 58 caliber 3-ringer. It's been a good day. Finding that Michigan button, a flat button, and 2 3-ringers. Got something in the hole here, right on it. Oh, is that it? I do believe that's it. Undisturbed for about 160 years. It does sound brass. Oh, wait a minute, what's that? Oh, yeah. That's the famous Civil War cable company cast off. That definitely sounds like a bullet. Oh, looky there. Do you see it? Did it pop out where you could see it? I don't know. Yep, another... Wait a minute. No, sir, that is not a Union 3-ringer. My friends, that is a Confederate Gardner. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 different kind of bullets today. We have this very nice example of a Confederate Gardner, Union 3-ringers, 69 caliber round balls, and we have 69 caliber Union mini bullets, as well as a Wisconsin button and a flat button. Shoot, man, I'm happy as a clam. I guess that's why that cable didn't get completed. Some Confederate sharpshooter didn't want those Yankee soldiers getting cable. So he shot the cable in half, or shot the cable guy. I don't know which. Mr. Grubworm didn't get cut. He's lucky. That's him right there. That ain't beautiful. Plow hit that at some point. Anyway, another 3-ring Union bullet. It's getting later in the day, and I've done well today. Uh-oh, out of the hole? That's a percussion cap. Don't find many of them out here either. I think things read differently depending on the weather and how much dampness there is in the ground. Look what I see in the bottom of the hole. Man, what a good day this has been. I say this ought to be a button. All right, it's out of the hole, and it still sounds like a button to me. Nope, melted lead. So this one sounded again like a button. Oh, holy cow. Baby, I see green. What is that? It's awful small. Definitely a button. And it's definitely just the face of a button.
Last time I hunted, I inadvertently lied to you and told you that was going to be my last day in the field, and yet today happened. That was just a happy accident. Anyway, I just hunted after lunch today. Got here about 12:30, hunted about 4 hours. Really good hunt, man. I had a really good time. Started out with those 3 69 caliber mini balls and the round ball and the buck. Then I ended up finding, I think, a Michigan button and a flat button. Then I found that little face of a button, some 3-ringers. Hey, it was a really, really good day. I had a lot of fun for a short hunt. So, be sure and stick around. Got something special to show you in just a few. See you next time. I'm the Battlefield Walker. So, at the end of my videos, I always take you back in time, maybe to the 1950s and 60s, or something that I found years ago, and that's been a fun thing to do, to look back on those old relics. Today I'm going to do exactly the opposite. Instead of showing you something that was found a long time ago, I'm going to show you probably one of the most recent finds I know of that's really great and notable. Mud Duck here made the find. I'm just going to let him tell the story about what happened and the kind of spot you were on and all that. So, I mean, was it a spot that you were finding a lot of stuff?
Not at all. Not at all. I think, one of the things you've talked about, or we've talked about before, is that half the work that goes into relic hunting is the studying and the research that goes in before you even get out there to do it. So I knew where I was at, didn't see a whole lot of action, but saw some troop movement through there. And honestly, I wasn't finding anything.
And you only found this about a week ago.
About a week ago. Was not finding anything. No bullets, nothing of any significance at all. First thing that popped out, I got a good signal, flipped it over. Wasn't that deep, actually.
I'm drooling over that right now, by the way. I want one.
Yeah, could not see what it was, and began to clean it off and saw the star. That was the first thing. I didn't know if it was Mississippi or Texas, because I knew there were Texas in this area, and began to clean it off, and you could clearly see the Mississippi written on there, just clean as day. And as you can see it now, it still had a lot of the gold gilt all over it.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, that would have been a banner day. I'd have been.
Oh yeah.
I'd have been
that
happy.
would have made my year to find a Mississippi button with gold gilt on it.
Yeah.
But you move how many feet?
Maybe 12 feet.
Okay,
Yeah.
rub it in.
Maybe 12
rub it
feet.
in. What happened?
Got a signal and started to dig deep, probably around 18 inches or so, maybe even a little bit more than that. And I've only found one buckle in my life. I know some people seem like they stumble upon buckles at least once or twice a year. Not me. That's what popped out of the ground, was this 1851 Union sword plate.
Mm-hmm. I'm jealous.
So yeah, obviously at this point, really good day. We went from a good day to a really good day.
And the crazy thing to me, though, is that, seriously, you had found almost nothing but junk. You come up with the Mississippi button. 8 feet away, you come up with a stinking sword belt plate in beautiful condition, I might add. I guess what I'm trying to say is, this ought to give you hope to keep hunting, because to not find anything, you just want to quit and go home. And with 8 steps, everything changed.
Yeah.
Well done, buddy.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
I wish it was me, but if it couldn't be me, I'm glad it was you.
Well, I'm glad it was me.
Yeah. So, this guy, as a matter of fact, I'm about to say, I'd love to have you subscribe if you haven't. He was probably my first subscriber. Glad you came with us today. We'll go relic hunting again as the weather gets a little cooler. I'm the Battlefield Walker.
And I'm Mud Duck.